88 million Subway Surfers. I'm gonna kind of break down what happened. First thing you might notice is I didn't take the +5 board and I instead used the monster because the other board doesn't have like any power-ups or anything. So yes, higher score multiplier, but much harder to get the score that I want because I'm going to be crashing a lot more, getting a lot less coins for the coin bonus. So I thought, why not just take the monster board instead? It's a lot less of a risk because I'm not really used to playing with normal boards when going for like these crazy scores. So I decided I'm just going to use this. First of all, I wasn't even planning on doing it this day. It was just I saw +13 and I thought, okay, I got to today. Like this is the perfect day. June 30th, by the way, that I did this. So yeah, I just felt like because I had nothing to do that day and +13 on there's a +13 multiplier, so I'm gonna take advantage of that. By the way, wasn't there the next day. I don't know if it was a glitch or something. But here, I forgot to record 10 million, so I decided I'm just gonna wait for 20 million. Also, you notice the score, the little multiplier disappeared there. I have no idea. There was a few times where that happened in the run, or randomly just, like, I would pick up a power up out of nowhere that was, like, really far from me. I had no idea why that kept happening. It was a really weird. Sometimes I would just, like, my hoverboard would randomly crash. Like, I almost had to use just because of that issue. So I had a pretty early save me at around like 2 million, and then I had another one at, I think 15 million. So, you know, the 2 million, that scared me. But then after that, again, I usually don't start off like that well. Plus I haven't played consistently in months, since like March. Like pretty much a few weeks after I scored 88 million, I kind of just like, I just kind of stopped playing for a while. Here's where I'm reaching 30 million. I didn't use any save me's in the 20 millions. Went through that flawlessly, so I was pretty happy about that. That, you know, obviously that feels good, because I don't normally do that. So I think this is like around 4 hours into the run. I started around 3, so this is 3:30, so this is around like probably 7:30, 7:40, something like that. I did take a food break at, I think, after 20 million. I took a food break because I got really hungry, so I stopped for like 20 minutes. Um, yeah, so far everything's going pretty decently. One thing I noticed was I was getting a lot less coins, and like, let's say if I had compared to my score, I was getting a lot less coins than normally. But then I realized again, the +13, that's gonna be a bigger multiplier than I'm like normally used to. So it's not that big of a deal as long as, you know, I go for more than I did last time. So kind of my main goal was 100 million. That's all I really wanted to do that day, or that night, or whatever you want to say. So this is around 40 million. I had a crash at 33 million and another at 38 million. The one at 38 million, was an invisible kill barrier. Like I jumped on another train and all of a sudden I'm dead. Which I have no idea how that happened. Guess just game doesn't work. Don't know. Also, I think around this time, like my game would just start to randomly like lag a bit, which I got scared about crashing. It stopped, but it was like around this point, like that started happening, and I got a bit scared. Like the game would not really freeze, but like I don't know how to explain it. I guess it's just the game would get like really choppy at points, and then you know it'd go back to normal. But there's 40 million. I don't normally go for this long, but well, I did June 30th. This is 50 million. There's not, I don't remember any crashes at 40 million. I think that there was, in the 40 millions, I think there was one that I just don't remember. There might have been. I don't remember any crashes in the 40 millions. Like, if I'm really trying to think, I don't think I crashed in that. There's, yeah, I don't think I did. There's not any that I remember. So what that would mean, I'd use a total of 4 saves at this time, getting the 50 million, so that's not bad at all. I think that's actually pretty good. I think that's probably better than my last run, like getting up to 50 million, and here we go, we're now at 60 million. I don't know how many hours I'm in. I think I'm in like 8 or 9 hours in, something like that. I think like around 8.5 hours in, and just, oh, I want to stop so bad. But like, started the run at 3, so this was probably around midnight when I got here, around 12 or something like that. But yeah, around 9, 8.5 to 9 hours in is when I got here. Had a crash at 54 million, 53 or 54 million. No, I think it was right at the end of 53 million. And then when I used the save, I was at 54. So not too bad. Five saves at this point. That's not bad. And now right here, we're reaching the 70 million point mark. I had 2 crashes at 66 million, and I kind of just started zoning out, and I was like, okay, if I really want to beat the score, I got to get focused. So my original plan was to stop at 88 million, but at a point I kind of accepted that's not happening. I'm not going that long, and I don't feel like it at all. Like, there's no way in hell I'm doing that. Like, I can't. I don't want to. Or I could. I really didn't want to. And it was like, it was like around 1 a.m. at this point. I'm just so tired of sitting down because I have for 10 hours straight. I mean, I got up a few times, obviously, but, you know, that's not fun at all. Just sitting there for 10 hours playing Subway Surfers. Like, I don't want to do that. It's just not very fun. But what I remembered was however many coins you have, you multiply that by 75, and that's the score bonus that or the coin bonus that the game gives you with the score. So I decided, alright, you know what, if I stop at 70 million, I have to at least have 400,000 coins, so I ensure I get over 100 million. Because I was planning on going for maybe around, maybe around 120 million, but then I just decided I'm not doing that. I can't stay for that long. There's no way. You know what? I could. I really didn't want to though. Actually, you know what? Around this point, I started to feel like I could do that, and I might do that. But then at the same time, I was like, no. My spine was telling me, no, don't do it. And here's where I'm telling myself this is the end of the run. I'm about to reach 400,000 coins, and we're just gonna stop. There's no point on going further because I don't feel like it at all. And what the next score is KDBBMs that I would beat, which is 219 million. I'm not going that long on this day. You never know. Maybe sometime in the future. But there you go. There's 105 million. I thought 4 years ago there's a possibility I might do this. Didn't play the game for like 3 years. Then came back and started going for these like stupid scores again, but like much bigger. Yeah, because before I was doing like 20 millions, and then I randomly went up to 56. So if I'm right, I'm pretty sure this score is number 3 in the world. Or like of players, because it has been like 105 million has been beat. I think on 6 occasions. KDBBM 4 times, and then there's another person that did it twice. who's the current world record holder with 603 million somehow. I don't know how that's possible. Yeah, I don't know. That's something I don't have the time for. Unless if I had two different phones, one to play the game and the other one just to check like Instagram or whatever, then I could like reserve a month to Subway servers and just not crash at all and score however much I want. But if I ever for some reason do that, which I don't think I will, if I ever for some reason do that, it will not be this year. 100% not this year. Could not do that. I think, yeah, obviously a lot of boxes, like a lot of them. But I, I, I just couldn't do that. I think I might try to beat the score again in late July while I have the time. There's a chance I might do that. I'm not for sure if I want to, but I might. Why did I do this? No idea. There kind of wasn't really a reason to do this. I got bored and I really didn't have anything to do, and I saw plus 13 and I was like, okay, let's take the opportunity on the one day we have it. So but I did this finally. I don't know why my 88 million video like actually has views because it didn't before. I'm not even like logged into that channel most of the time. So if one day I just went in and all of a sudden it said like 800 views, I'm like, okay, that's interesting. Apparently it has ads on it now too, which I think is a little crazy. I mean, I know I'm not really gonna make any money off of that because that's not much, but still, I thought that was a little cool. Yeah, I'm still opening boxes. This is not a minimal amount of boxes. This is a lot of them. This is not a small amount of boxes by any means. I'm just like, I got both my thumbs on my phone, and I'm just like quickly tapping to get all of them out the way, because I'm just so ready to go lay down and sleep after this, because this is hell for 10 hours. It's like once you get like 4 hours through, it starts to just, no, I would say even before that, like maybe 3 hours, it just starts to feel like a chore. And there's 105 million final score. All the coins with it too. Screenshot, obviously. Who wouldn't? Yeah, claiming the rewards. So, if I'm right, this score currently puts me number 3 in the world right now. And yeah, obviously you can see Malaysia usually has more challenging opposition. Not this week. 3 million was all I had to beat, and that didn't take long at all. Anyways, thanks for being here, guys. See y'all later.